Hey everybody, it's Jordan. This is my second video that I'm going to make. It's going to be back on atheism and theism. One of the big ideas and reasons why people believe in God is that you look around and you see how great everything is, how big everything is, and how majestic everything is. The mountains in Glacier National Park, which I have seen. You see how everything seems to fit together. You get that stupid banana thing that goes around, which is horse crap. It's But one of the things that I was thinking about is if you guys really want to get an idea of how small we actually are, okay, and how insignificant we actually are, there's a picture out there called Pale Blue Dot. It is the farthest picture ever taken of planet Earth, and it is 2 or 3 pixels big, and it's suspended in a sunbeam. It's a reflection off the Voyager, one of the Voyagers, and Carl Sagan was the guy who decided he wanted to take it. And the Earth looks so insignificant in there; it literally looks like a speck of dust. People don't realize how small we actually are. You know, sure, everything is relatively big, but in the grand scheme of things, it's tiny. The sun is just a small, little, insignificant thing. And what I was thinking about is, if God wanted us and spent 7 days spent 6 days making the earth, which, if you believe that, then I'll sell you a car I spent 6 days making. If he spent 6 days making the earth, then what's the deal with the other planets? There's 3 planets potentially in the Goldilocks zone in our solar system alone: Venus, Earth, and Mars. Venus has a runaway greenhouse effect, which can't happen. Mars, on the other hand, there's a very strong possibility that at one time Mars may have, at one point in history, had life, or at least running water, which could give rise to bacteria. I mean, not intelligent life, but bacteria. Even if I think it took the Earth it took almost a billion years, at least a billion years, if not more, for the Earth to evolve life. Drop the microphone. So when you look at this and you think about the other planets, okay, what's the point of Jupiter? Why did he have to make Jupiter? Okay, the Earth is only the biggest of the rocky planets. Why does he have to make a gas planet? Okay, why does he have to make 8 other planets in our solar system? What's the point of that? And why does he make all these other suns if he wants us to worship him? Why does he go through the trouble of making these other planets, Jupiter and Saturn and Uranus and Neptune and Mercury? What the hell is the point of Mercury that close to the sun? I mean, it's really, I can see Venus and Mars and Earth. People say that there's a funny meme that was going around. I don't know if that's what it's called. If it's not, don't pick on me. But there was a video, or there's a thing that says that if the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we'd be boiled alive. If the Earth was 10 feet farther away from the sun, we'd be frozen. No, the Earth within a year alone, okay, is in an egg-shaped orbit around the sun. Okay, it's actually closer to the sun in the northern hemisphere during the winter, and farther away during the summer. The difference is about 1,000,000 miles. But anyway, the meme had, or the little cartoon had a picture of a guy thinking about ladders, which means that if we were 10 feet closer, then if he climbed up on a 10-foot ladder, he'd be bursting into flames. Another big thing is that people say you have to believe in faith. You have to have faith. Well, no, you don't. No. Faith only goes so far. And one of the big things with faith is that it's like a catch-all, okay? if you were taking a test, okay, if you were taking a physics test or any kind of test with multiple choice, answer was A, B, C, or D, and then there was E, and the question for E was God works in mysterious ways. It's a little too convenient, don't you? Why does gravity exist, or what is gravity? God works in mysterious ways. No, it's way too convenient. It's a freaking catch-all. It's a way you can get away with saying anything you want. When someone says, why did I have to run into that rapist? God works in mysterious ways. He had a higher plan for you. Fuck that. I'm gonna say fuck that right now, because anybody who is a violent rapist, who holds someone against their will and rapes them, no. If there's a loving God out there that wants to put people like that on this planet, or if there's a loving God like that out there who is willing to have the devil do that, no, I'm not going to worship him. And I want to know how many people believe in God because they're afraid of going to hell. If the devil didn't exist, okay? If the devil didn't exist and hell didn't exist, which in my opinion it doesn't, but suppose that the Bible never mentioned anything about Lucifer and hell and any of that, and there was going to be no actual punishment, okay? No actual punishment. How many of you guys would still believe? Or would you guys go about your life? Because I want to know how many people are scared of God. How many people are afraid of disrespecting God? I've got news for you. I've done so much stuff in my life that I don't think that the Judeo-Christian God would absolutely despise. But guess what? I'm still here. I've learned from those lessons, and it didn't take God to teach me. It took the penal system. It took everything. And I mean penal system, I mean like myself, okay? It took me scaring away people. It took me losing friends. It took me making enemies, working harder at, arriving at stuff the hard way as opposed to the easy way. But I learned from it. And I'm going about it in a better way. I'm living my life in a better way. It doesn't take God. It doesn't take the fear of hell to do that to me. So to wrap up, one big thing to look at is look at the pale blue dot. Look up that picture. That is a picture of Earth. If you look it up and think about how small. Listen to Carl Sagan's monologue about that, and it just hits you, and you realize that everything you do on this planet is really insignificant. In the grand scheme of things, it's really insignificant. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't make the most out of your life, because it's your life. You make it the best you can. But it's kind of, to me, it's kind of warming knowing that I'm not gonna, nothing I can do is really gonna be that bad. So, kind of a warming thought for me. All right, this is just this first one was just a little bit, or the second one was actually just a little bit of a questionnaire thing, or not questionnaire, but just getting used to and rambling. All right, I'm gonna try to make these things more organized as I go along, so I can have an actual plot and plan out for it. Bear with me while I do this. I'm gonna try to make more of these because God knows I irony. God knows that I have nothing to do with my life, so I'll probably be making these a little bit more if people like them. All right. Thank you, and goodbye.